The aircraft descended rapidly but was stabilized by the pilots. The Maryland 80 approached DFW for an emergency landing. American Airlines Flight 135, a story of resilience and survival. Background setting the stage. American Airlines Flight 135 was scheduled to fly from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport DFW to Washington Dulles International Airport IAD on a sunny morning in April 1999. The McDonnell Douglas MD-80, a beloved workhorse of the American fleet, was known for its reliability, making it a popular choice for domestic flights. As passengers arrived at DFW, excitement filled the air. Among them were a diverse group of young couple heading to D.C. for their honeymoon, a businessman rushing to a crucial meeting, and a family eager to visit relatives. The anticipation of their journeys brought an undercurrent of camaraderie as they boarded the aircraft. Incident overview: the calm before the storm. Initial takeoff: the flight crew, consisting of Captain James Anderson and First Officer Sarah Lee, performed their pre-flight checks with precision. Captain Anderson, a veteran with over 15 years of experience, exuded calm confidence. First Officer Lee, a recent graduate of a prestigious aviation program, was eager to showcase her skills. The atmosphere in the cockpit was professional yet relaxed, marked by light conversation about their plans for the weekend. As the aircraft taxied and took off, the passengers settled in, some dozing off, while others admired the view of the sprawling Texas landscape from their windows. The flight attendants, trained to provide exceptional service, began their safety demonstrations, ensuring everyone was aware of the emergency exits and procedures. Mechanical failure: the tides turn. Unexpected turmoil: approximately 10 minutes after takeoff, at an altitude of 10,000 feet, the tranquility shattered. A sudden loud bang resonated throughout the cabin, followed by a jolt that sent passengers gripping their armrests. The cabin lights flickered, and an ominous silence replaced the earlier chatter. Panic and fear: the young couple, Jessica and Mark, exchanged terrified glances. "What was that?" Jessica whispered, clutching her husband's hand. The businessman, Mike, who had been reviewing his presentation notes, felt his heart race as the reality of the situation set in. "Stay calm," everyone, a flight attendant urged, trying to maintain order. In the cockpit, Captain Anderson quickly assessed the indicators. A critical system failure had occurred. The aircraft was losing altitude rapidly. He immediately communicated with First Officer Lee, who was inputting data into the flight management system. "We need to return to DFW. Alert air traffic control," he instructed, his voice steady but urgent. Pilot response: a testament to training. Crisis management: the flight crew sprang into action, demonstrating the principles of crew resource management (CRM) that they had trained for extensively. Captain Anderson focused on flying the plane while First Officer Lee communicated with air traffic control, their voices composed despite the gravity of the situation. American 135, "You are cleared for an emergency landing back at DFW." The controller responded, urgency in his tone. The crew's professionalism provided a sense of reassurance amidst the chaos. Communication and reassurance: as the aircraft began its descent, Captain Anderson addressed the passengers over the intercom. "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, but we are returning to DFW for an emergency landing. Please remain calm and follow the instructions of the flight attendants." Emergency landing: the moment of truth. Approach to DFW. As the aircraft descended, the cabin was filled with a mixture of fear and determination. The flight attendants moved swiftly through the aisles, ensuring everyone was secured for landing. They offered reassuring smiles, their training kicking in as they focused on passenger safety. The view outside the window shifted from blue skies to the familiar outline of DFW Airport. "We're going to be okay," Mark whispered to Jessica, trying to mask his own anxiety. Around them, passengers exchanged nervous glances, silently supporting one another in that moment of shared vulnerability. Successful landing: the aircraft touched down on the runway, the screech of tires against asphalt echoing through the cabin. Emergency vehicles were already in position, their lights flashing as they prepared for the worst. Captain Anderson brought the plane to a halt, and the crew immediately initiated evacuation procedures. Evacuation: a race against time. Rapid exit: everyone, evacuate the aircraft. "Leave your belongings," a flight attendant shouted, her voice cutting through the panic. The emergency slides deployed, and passengers scrambled to exit. The couple helped a young mother with a stroller, while Mike grabbed his briefcase, reluctant to leave it behind. As they exited onto the tarmac, the reality of their survival began to sink in. Emergency responders rushed toward the plane, checking for injuries and assisting those who needed help. Jessica turned to Mark, tears streaming down her face. "We made it. We're safe." Post-incident response support and recovery. Immediate assistance. Once on the ground, passengers were escorted to a safe area away from the aircraft. American Airlines staff quickly set up a support center, providing medical evaluations, food, and blankets. The atmosphere shifted from panic to relief as people began to process what had just occurred. Emotional aftermath. The flight attendants checked on each passenger, offering comfort and support. Mike, still shaken, began to talk with Jessica and Mark, sharing his fears during the descent. "I thought I wouldn't see my family again," he admitted, his voice trembling. Investigation seeking answers. NTSB inquiry. In the days that followed, an investigation led by the National Transportation Safety Board (NTSB) commenced. Experts meticulously examined the aircraft's systems, interviewing the flight crew and examining maintenance records. The investigation revealed that a failure in the hydraulic system had caused the rapid descent, prompting recommendations for improved maintenance protocols. Aviation safety improvements. The incident led to broader discussions within the aviation community about safety measures and training practices. American Airlines took proactive steps to enhance crew training and reinforce the importance of CRM in emergencies. Legacy of American Airlines Flight 135. A story of resilience. American Airlines Flight 135 became a pivotal moment not only for those on board but also for the entire aviation industry. The story of survival and the crew's exemplary handling of a crisis inspired new protocols that would benefit future flights. Reflections. Months later, Jessica and Mark returned to DFW, this time as part of a special event recognizing the flight's anniversary. They shared their story with others, emphasizing the importance of human connection in times of crisis. The experience deepened their bond and transformed their view of life. For Mike, it ignited a passion for aviation safety advocacy, encouraging him to speak about the importance of preparedness and resilience in emergencies. Conclusion. A testament to human spirit. American Airlines Flight 135 stands as a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the critical role of well-trained crews in aviation safety. The passengers and crew demonstrated extraordinary resilience, turning a moment of crisis into a story of hope and survival that would resonate for years to come. Overview of CRM. Crew Resource Management (CRM) is a set of training, communication, and teamwork principles designed to enhance safety and efficiency in aviation. It focuses on the human factors that can influence performance in high-pressure situations, emphasizing the significance of collaboration among crew members. Effective CRM fosters an environment where open communication, mutual respect, and shared decision-making thrive, ultimately leading to improved operational outcomes. Incident reflection. Exceptional teamwork and communication. During the crisis faced by American Airlines Flight 135, the incident highlighted how crucial CRM is in managing emergencies. As the aircraft encountered a sudden mechanical failure, both pilots and flight attendants exemplified the core tenets of CRM, showcasing their training in action. Clear communication. The pilots maintained open lines of communication with each other and with air traffic control, sharing critical information about the situation without hesitation. Captain Anderson's ability to articulate the emergency succinctly while also calming the crew and passengers was vital. First Officer Lee quickly relayed information to air traffic control, demonstrating her competence and ensuring that the appropriate resources were available for the emergency landing. Role clarity and leadership. In the cockpit, Captain Anderson took charge while still valuing First Officer Lee's input. This dynamic not only empowered the first officer but also allowed for more thorough decision-making under pressure. Their ability to delegate tasks effectively, such as monitoring instruments and communicating with the cabin crew, illustrated a clear understanding of each member's roles during the crisis. On the cabin crew side, flight attendants remained calm and focused, prioritizing passenger safety. Their swift and organized response to the evacuation directive showed their adherence to CRM principles, ensuring that everyone understood their responsibilities. Mutual support. The camaraderie built through CRM training was evident as the crew worked together seamlessly. Flight attendants provided reassurance to anxious passengers, establishing a sense of security. Their training enabled them to assess passenger needs while executing emergency procedures, showcasing the balance between compassion and efficiency. The pilots and cabin crew members looked out for each other, reinforcing a team-oriented approach. This mutual support created an environment where everyone felt valued and capable of contributing to the solution. The necessity of continuous training. The American Airlines Flight 135 incident reinforces the need for continuous training and drills in CRM. Regular simulations. Airlines are now more committed than ever to conducting regular emergency simulations that mimic real-life scenarios, allowing crews to practice their responses in a controlled environment. These simulations not only prepare crews for potential emergencies but also build familiarity among team members, enhancing their ability to work together effectively under stress. Feedback and improvement. Post-incident analyses, such as those conducted by the NTSB, provide valuable feedback